What's up, guys? SirAllAboutMusic, and because I didn't get to read some comments and answer last week's question of the week, I'm going to do that now in this video. Last week's question of the week was what are some bands that you used to really love that you think have sold out now? And before we get to the comments, I want to read this comment off because this is a very, very good point. This comes from D. Powinator. The term sellout is used too often and has become slander about bands who have changed their style. If the music still speaks to you and has profound impact on you, then listen. If not, don't listen. Don't worry who made it. The only people I would give the name sellout to are Gene Simmons and Lars Ulrich because they get upset over their 3 cents. Just because the Foo Fighters are more mellow doesn't mean they sold out. And I think that's a very good point. A lot of people, when a band changes their style and you don't necessarily like it, they'll say that they sold out. And that's not fair. I know some people that have said that Radiohead have sold out. And just because they change their style, and that's not even the case. That's not even fucking close to the case. But the bands that I name off, I think there's a very good argument behind calling them sellouts. Number one for me is the Smashing Pumpkins. The fucking Smashing Pumpkins. Billy, when he went to record Zeitgeist, went in with the mindset of we're going to create a mainstream rock record. And that just screams to me, I want money. This is just my opinion. Honestly, if you go into the studio with that mindset, there's no artistic value to that at all. None. Your motives have nothing to do with the music itself. That's just my opinion. I think that's total bullshit. Another band that I think sold out, and a lot of you said this too, Weezer. What happened to the quirky geek rock that we all know and love? Their last album, Ratitude, listen to that. I couldn't believe what I heard. It was an album of standby cliched pop songs. That's what it was. I have no problem with bands changing their style. I've been with Radiohead when they changed their style. I got no problem with that. Flaming Lips changed their style. Got no problem with that. Zeppelin changed their style. No problem with that. I really don't. I don't have a problem with bands changing their style, but it just seems that Weezer gave up. It's like they gave up on the music, and they just went, okay, we're gonna write some really standby cliche pop songs for this record. That's what Ratitude sounded like to me. So I consider them to be sellouts. And Green Day, another obvious one. Makeup doesn't make you punk. It just doesn't. And there's another band that just kind of, in my mind, reverted to a bunch of standby cliched pop songs. Just my opinion. A lot of you said those three, and those are the big three for me. I can name off, a couple of others. Peter Frampton, when he was with Humble Pie, fantastic blues guitarist, and then he went off and did his solo stuff, and fuck him for that. No Doubt. Oh my God, No Doubt's first 3 albums are just great. They're fantastic, and then they sold out. They started. Gwen Stefani got just grabbed by the record company. She got grabbed by the cash, and they just started pumping out, cliched club music. Some pretty standby generic ones. But let's look at some of yours. Silva One, Metallica. That's another actually not a bad example. Smashing Pumpkins, Green Day, AFI, AC/DC, a couple others. Pearl Jam. I don't really think that Pearl Jam is sold out. I hate the music that they're making now. I fucking hate it. I think they sold out at the beginning because if you read about the reason that Green River, which split off into Mudhoney and Pearl Jam, basically broke up. It's because the guys that went off to make Mudhoney were all about, man, this is really cool music. This has a lot of soul to it. Whereas the guys that went off to make Pearl Jam were all about, listen to the production on this album. They were all about how to reach the masses. That's not a bad goal. But that eventually leads you down a very dark and dangerous road as far as, yeah, that's not my thing. Not my thing. Kiss, I don't see how Kiss is a sellout band. I mean, they were a commercial shtick from the very beginning, so you really can't say that they sold out. I mean, since the day of their conception, they've been a commercial shtick. Nickelback and Creed. Yeah, I guess Creed kind of sold out. I think they just tamed. I think they just tamed a lot. They just lost their edge. A lot of you said AFI. It's a good example. Judas, Dave Murray Rock says that Judas Priest is a sellout. Mon McCool says Modest Mouse. Yeah, Modest Mouse. Metallica. Diablo Dave, Oasis. And then there were a lot of you who said the Foo Fighters. And the Foo Fighters are one of those bands that I'm actually going to defend. I fucking hate the Foo Fighters now. I can't stand Dave's music. I think it's the most boring old man shit ever. It's disgusting. I mean, his last 2 albums have just they're both piles of shit. But he is not sold out. Dave Grohl just no, he didn't sell out. He didn't change his style for any kind of commercial reason. I mean, look at One by One. That album, you know, I have mixed feelings about that album, but that album really wasn't born out of any kind of thirst for money or sell out, or, you know, with the intention of selling out. That album was created because he was so interested and influenced by his time with Queens of the Stone Age. Dave just is one of those people that, you know, he listens to a lot of stuff and he incorporates that into his style. He hasn't sold out. So that I don't buy that. That's bullshit. So I had a little more time to talk about this. 7 minutes. Sorry it went so long. But, yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Oh, bring me some subscribers, please. I'd really like to get 400 by the time my birthday rolls around, which is April 8th. I'm at 350, around there. So if you guys could, you know, tell people about the channel, that would be fantastic. And I'm going to be getting some videos up, so that'll help. So anyway, I'm rambling. I love you guys. SirAllAboutMusic. I'll see you later.